Okay, everyone. Today I have the pleasure of having first year medical student Gurjit Kaur join us on this episode. So tell us a little bit about your background.
So I grew up in Central California in a really small town like near Merced, so it was a really agricultural area. Both of my parents immigrated from India at a really young age. So as the oldest of four, we all had to kind of navigate my parents living in a new country with learning a new language and everything. From an early age, I firsthand learned about access and barriers to different social services, including healthcare specifically, because my dad has a bunch of chronic health issues. So at a young age, I was exposed to the healthcare system and just how it's difficult for people, especially people who might not speak English well or people who are from a lower socioeconomic status, to access services that they might need. So that's kind of what initially interested me in pursuing healthcare and just possibly becoming a doctor as a young kid.
How much studying were you actually doing on a day to day basis during those 3 months?
Yeah, so during those 3 months, I was studying full time. So I had saved up enough money where I could afford just living without working for about a couple of months. So I did that. So I'd wake up every morning around 6. I'd start studying at 8 and finish around 3 or 4. And
Hmm.
I had specific to-do lists. I'm going to go through 100 questions of this today, and then I'm going to read through this many passages for cars. And I had my scheduled breaks and stuff as well, but I was essentially studying full time for those 3 months.
So it was your full time job to study, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, how many practice tests did you end up taking, do you think, leading up to that second time you took it?
Yeah, I remember. I think it was 13 full length tests that I had taken total
Wow.
throughout the 3 months. So yeah, it was a lot. I know some people would be like, I would not recommend that many, and I would, but I know for me, that's what worked for me because I knew just going through it as many times as I could, I would feel more comfortable test day because I knew this is what I'm going to be expecting. And so the week leading up to my test date, I didn't take any. So I'd taken a break that last week because I was I don't want to be burnt out. And the day before the test, I didn't study. I just took the time for myself just to
Hmm.
relax and stuff. So I definitely made sure I did put in days where I was just not studying on end, especially leading up to the test day.
Yeah, giving yourself a break. Good.